Hello everyone, welcome to the channel for Everything Arsenal, and in this video we will be taking a look at the predicted Arsenal lineup for the 2021-2022 season. Now, 1 month ago, around 5-6 weeks ago, I did one talking about how Arsenal could line up next season with the transfer targets and everything, but since then obviously there's been a lot of changes. Players like Tavares hadn't signed for Arsenal, they hadn't even been linked to Arsenal. Saliba still at Arsenal, Bissouma's still a main target for Arsenal, so a lot of changes since then. So in this video I'm going to do like an update for it and talk about what I think Arsenal's lineup is going to be next month against Brentford, and hopefully not for the rest of the season, but this is what I think anyway. So make sure to drop a like on the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new, and let's get straight into it. Starting with the back five. So obviously in goal, Bernd Leno. I say obviously, but recently we've been linked to a £30 million goalkeeper in Aaron Ramsdale. So are we going to sign a £32-33 million goalkeeper to become a backup, or to provide competition for Leno? That remains to be seen. But personally, I think that is crazy. For me, I still think we can get one season from Leno, and I don't see why you should splash 35 million from Ramsdale, honestly. I'd try and get a backup like Johnston for, I think it's like 18 million from West Brom, and then have him as a backup. But if that doesn't work out, I'd rather just remain with Leno and hopefully doesn't pick up an injury. But obviously, we definitely do need a backup goalkeeper. Hopefully we do get a cheaper one. So Leno remains in goal. He just recently came back from his holidays. Let's hope he has a better season next season. So that's Leno in goal. Left back, now this one is definitely obviously going to remain Kieran Tierney. What a player, what a play, some really good performances last season. Some leadership qualities he showed last season, some fight, some spirit. He was in my top 3 best players last season, to be fair. I still remember a couple of years ago when we were linked to him, I was like, why are we getting linked to Tierney for a whole 2 months? Is he that good? Right now, I do get why we were linked to him for more than 2 months. He was definitely worth the wait. So Tierney remains at left back. And then the central defenders, Gabriel and Ben White. Now, Gabriel is still kind of injured. I think he'll be okay for the start of the season. Ben White will sign for Arsenal before the month ends. Hopefully gets a couple of friendly matches to get himself ready and to understand the team and to understand Ateta's tactics, and to create a relationship with Gabriel, Pablo Mari, and anyone else who will play. So Ben White, new signing. I really hope he really adapts. I've already done a couple of videos on Ben White. I'll link one in the YouTube card right now talking about the 5 strengths Ben White will add to Arsenal. So make sure you check that out after this video. Other links will also be in the description. Make sure you check them out. I just provide everything, like talking about Ben White's positions, where he can play, how you can create a relationship with Gabriel, and everything else. So that's the center backs. At right back, now, a lot of people want us to sign right backs. I want us to sign a right back. But do you think Arsenal will sign a right back? I really doubt. We still have Cedric at Arsenal. We still have Chambers at Arsenal. Bellerin is still at Arsenal, by the way. Ben White can play as a right back. Nuno Tavares can play as a right back. Maitland-Niles is still at Arsenal. Those are 6 players who can play as right back. So, I mean, do you think they'll add a 7th? I really doubt, unless there's a lot of changes in the next couple of weeks and Bellerin leaves, Niles leaves, Cedric leaves, and then we remain maybe with 1 right back. Then I can see a right back joining. But as of now, I don't think. I think Cedric will start the first game against Brentford at least. So Cedric at right back. Obviously, that won't be enough, but as of now, I think Cedric is the one who's going to start at right back. Next up, let's get to the midfielders. Now, last month when I did the first installment of the how Arsenal could line up next season, Bissoumo still getting linked to Arsenal heavily. The likes of Xhaka was still at Arsenal. Lokonga hadn't been linked to Arsenal yet, so there's been a couple of changes there. But in our midfield, I'm going to start with Thomas Partey. That is a 100% definitely is going to be there. I'm hoping he has a better season than he had last season. A couple of injuries here and there. At the end of the season, he had so many misplaced passes. If you could count them, there were so many. So he was the way we were ending the season in good form. He was not really ending it in good form. Pepe ended it in good form, but not so much Partey. Lots of misplaced passes. I've seen he's improved in his shooting during the friendly, so hoping that he can also get a couple of goals next season. So Partey is 100% going to start. The question is, who is going to start next to him? Is it going to be Mohamed Elneny? Is it going to be Lokonga? Is it going to be Maitland-Niles? Is it going to be Smith Rowe? Or is it going to be Houssem Aouar? Now, I'm thinking Aouar will end up like Partey last season. We get linked to a player and then it stops, and then all of a sudden near the end we splash the cash for him. It will be very late for me, according to me. I think we already have played 3 games, so waiting for the deadline day, that would be disappointing, kind of very, very disappointing. So anyway, I still think we'll end up signing someone like an Aouar in midfield to partner Partey, and then the rest of the players on the bench. So in front of them, Emil Smith Rowe just signed a new contract, and here I'm kind of 60%, 40%. 60% thinking they'll give Smith Rowe a chance until January. 40% thinking they'll go full on for someone like a Maddison, basically. So Smith Rowe, Partey and Aouar in midfield, will that be enough? I think that would be stronger than last season, definitely. Instead of having someone like a Ceballos, Elneny and Xhaka, this is definitely way, way much better. So that is the midfielders. For the strikers, Aubameyang remains up front 100%. Now, it's looking like he'll start as a striker next season. In one of the friendlies, he started as a striker and Ketia played on the left. So meaning, I think Arteta is trying to now play him as a centre forward, the way he used to play back in the days. Lacazette has also been linked to the move away, so we could definitely end up seeing Aubameyang as the main striker. And then on the left, I think it's 100%. This is the easiest amongst the team alongside Tierney and Partey. Saka remains on the left. I'm hoping he has a better season. Obviously, he can swap with Pepe. Pepe can be on the right, he can be on the left. Pepe ended the season on a very high note, so I'm hoping he has a better season. So I think with Pepe, Saka, Partey, Tierney, Gabriel, Leno, I think all those are easy ones. The question is right back. Who plays next to Partey? Who plays as the number 10? Those are the questions we need to ask. As of now, that leaves Okonkwo on the bench, Rob Holding, Callum Chambers, Pablo Mari, Nuno Tavares, Albert Sambi Lokonga, Elneny, Lacazette and Balogun. So as you can see from that bench, in terms of attacking power, that is definitely not strong enough. If you want someone else to come from the bench to help you create, I can literally not see anyone who can do the job for us from that bench. 5 of those 9 players are defensive. Balogun is a youngster. Elneny is also defensive, basically. Lacazette, we don't even know if he's going to be here next season. So we definitely need a lot of changes. At least 3 or 4 more signings so that we can have a stronger bench and a stronger lineup. So let me know in the comment section what you make of that lineup. Out of 10, how many players do you think we still need to sign, and how many players still need to go from that? I'm 100% praying that lineup will be wrong. I'm hoping they sign another 4 players to that lineup. I'm hoping the likes of Willian don't appear in that lineup. I'm hoping, unfortunately, the likes of Nketiah don't appear in that lineup, the likes of Ranason as well. So as of now, make sure to drop a like on the video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll do another update soon and catch up with you guys later.